All right, it's our first live. Last week we did that video on Scarlet Lady. Came out to be about 42 minutes, and it gave me a lot of grief getting that uploaded. Apparently the iPad doesn't really have enough memory. I probably crashed it, and actually it took forever for YouTube to get through it. It definitely took a little bit, so this week we decided we're going to mix it up a little bit here, and we're just going to choose a random topic and go live. Why not? Doesn't appear we got anybody here. No, I don't see anybody up top there. So what do you want to talk about tonight? What's a hot topic in the cruise industry right now? Or you want to talk about a port of call? Or
Seeing a lot of topics on the groups about the vaccinated and unvaccinated travelers and restrictions and do I need to test, not do I need to test,
that?
all of that.
You know what? That's a very hot topic. I know you're on Facebook on the groups there, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it on Twitter too.
Yeah, it's a big topic.
Yeah, and I don't think all the cruise lines have come out and formally said what their rules are yet.
I mean, they are.
Most of them have.
Most of them have. I think MSC is one of the only ones that really hasn't had anything out yet. Carnival revised theirs yesterday. They're welcoming everybody. It's a twofold. It's definitely going to be a twofold with this. It's going to take learning. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot going on here. Biggest
Retired and Loving It just joined us here.
Oh, nice.
They're our friends over on Twitter. They if you guys are out there watching, they just got the 1,000 subscribers. They hit the mark. They got over the hump, and they're doing very well. Make sure you check them out.
That's awesome.
But yeah, you know what? And here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and say you have to go out and get vaccinated. The vaccine's going to kill you. I'm not going to sit here and say that. It's obviously your choice. I had the first 2 shots. I've not been boosted. I've had COVID twice. This second time here a few weeks back was HE double hockey sticks. I'm not going to sit there and lie. But the reason you and I did it is because we wanted to be able to go on cruises.
Yeah, it's totally your choice, but I think the bigger thing now is going to be, regardless of your vaccination status, regardless of whatever it is, making sure people that are, if you have an upcoming cruise, you need to read your specific cruise line, your specific itinerary, and see the restrictions, because it is completely different for a lot of things now. You know, a lot are starting to allow vaccinated. Some are only allowing unvaccinated to a certain percentage of them. Some of them are allowing anyone to be unvaccinated. It's too hard to give a blanket statement on it anymore. And in addition to some of the ones that are allowing unvaccinated can't allow unvaccinated to certain ports of call. Sometimes they're still allowing them on the ship, but they can't get off at a certain port of call. So we're not going to be able to release any kind of statements. I mean, nobody is. On, if you are this, you get this. It's going to be very complicated for the next probably 6 months to a year, I would guess.
But those that are unvaccinated, they still have to produce a negative test.
Depending on the cruise line, the itinerary, and everything. Don't assume anything at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. A lot of people can cruise now, and
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good for the industry as a whole, because I'm sure. Well, I know I saw the other day Royal Caribbean's trying to raise another $1 billion because they're that far in debt. I mean, they got to get people back on their ships. They got to get people back up to full capacity. But that's going to lead into a whole nother animal here.
it is.
So
I mean,
you have crew that's on these ships for 4, 6, 7, 8 months at a time. What happens when you get a sick passenger, 2 or 3, they get on the ship and some of the crew get affected with it? Now you've got crew that, I mean,
Yeah.
I know you see it in the news all the time. The rotavirus, it hit a ship. It went through the ship. Everybody got sick because you know what? That's what happens. You're confined to that area. I think it's, yeah. I'm mixed on it. I really am. Because you start getting crew coming down sick, they're just going to pass it around to each other, and pretty soon you're going to have
You are, but I mean,
2,000 crew members that are all sick and laid up in their bunks.
we've been seeing it everywhere now. I mean, I just had a coworker today was talking about her husband's a police officer for a smaller rural town, and the entire police station has COVID. So it's affecting. It's not just this industry; it's every industry. So I guess it's this is the world we're in now. We have to make the changes and adapt to it and move on because we can't live like this forever. So I guess we just have to learn how to live with it, regardless.
Which is
Of
pretty
anything.
much what we've been doing
Yeah.
up to this point. I mean, you and I both had it. You had it a little worse than me, but you've also got some asthma and stuff like that in the background. So, but yeah, I mean, are we at a point where let nature take its course and let people naturally build immunity to it?
I know a lot of things, but I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chime in on
I mean,
that
yeah,
one.
we can't really sit here and say, oh yeah, you got to go out and do this, right? We can't do that. These are just merely our opinions, and I mean, I would think that crew safety probably ought to be their first priority over booking a full ship.
I don't know. We got to see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's these next few months ought to be pretty interesting.
It'll be interesting. I mean, on the good thing, I guess we'll switch topics on that. We are starting to see ships back at a greater capacity. I mean, some people love it, some people don't. I think some of the ships, it is kind of nice having a smaller thing. I can tell you, like, remember Maravilia back in November? It
was a ghost town.
I mean, less than 800 people on a ship that can hold like 5,000.
Yeah.
And that was, one of those kind of like humbling, if you can use humbling when you're on a cruise, experiences that, I think at that stage, that's when we really kind of missed, I don't know, original cruising. In the last couple cruises we've gone on, there have been more and more. So that's a good thing. So it's going to open up more things. There's more ships coming. Let's go about that. Any exciting ships coming that you're excited about? Any new ones?
I'm excited for Seashore.
It's not Seashore, it's
Seascape. You know what? They got too many with the C name here. I'm getting them confused. Yeah, Seascape. It's coming in December.
Mhm.
We're looking at it. We haven't really pulled the trigger yet. It's kind of on the wish list so far. It's a little close to Christmas there. I think where's Celebrity Edge at? That's still in Europe, isn't it?
The Celebrity Beyond. You're messing all the names up tonight.
How many do they have?
A lot. Currently, Celebrity Beyond. I believe it's coming. If someone else knows, it's September, October. It's coming here. It's already been sailing for a while though.
Yeah, it's been
but
doing
it's
well
coming
in
to the United
Europe.
States. Captain Kate is on that ship, so I'd
And
love to get
Bugs.
on that one. And
You know what? All the videos I've seen of that looks like a fun ship, and she's out
Yeah.
there pouring drinks and getting involved with the bartenders and the people. Looks like a blast. But I'll tell you what, that cat, I think it's freaky.
Cat's cool. Disney's got their newest Disney Wish or Dream something.
We saw Wish when we were there in Orlando.
I think they got
Beautiful
another one
ship.
coming too. Carnival's got another new ship coming. Honestly, I think we've got so many. We want to get on ships that we don't have enough time, but I think I'd like to get on one of these new Carnival ones. They seem to be they're catering to the different audience. I'm trying to say this in the most politically correct way of saying it, but Carnival's kind of known for a budget line, for lack of a better words. It's a party ship, it's a booze cruise, whatever you want to call it. They got some older ships, they got some newer ships, but then these new ones are really kind of, in my opinion, I have not been on one, but from what I was seeing, they're almost like they're breaking into the Royal Edge, that kind of stuff, where you've got a little bit more of the more luxury lines. I wouldn't call it a luxury line, but
You know what? Both times,
the bigger ships.
both times we've seen Mardi Gras, that's been in Nassau. That thing's been. There's a lot of people on it.
A lot of
I
people
bet
on that
it's
ship.
almost full.
It looks fun. It looks
Yeah.
fun as heck.
All the videos that I see of it, people rave about it.
Yeah,
Yeah. What is that one? They got one coming here soon.
they do. I can't remember what the newest one's called. If
Yeah.
anyone knows, let us know. But yeah, they've that looks fun. I do it. I mean, we've only been on one Carnival ship, and it was old. It was Carnival Liberty.
That was a
Totally
blast. I had a
booze
great time.
cruise. Booze cruise all day, but it was fun. It is what it is. We didn't have any problems really. We didn't see any really crazy drunks or anything bad.
A couple bridal parties,
Yeah.
bachelor parties, and stuff like that. But you know what? They kind of kept to themselves, and they had a good time.
Yeah.
We met a lot of people at the Alchemy Bar there. Had
Yeah.
great conversations and stuff.
Yeah, that was a good cruise. Old ship though. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the things. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
You
a
know what though?
little
That was
too
fun.
fancy
That was
for
a
my own.
good weekend trip.
It was a great weekend trip.
I think the other one, I don't know if you guys are all MSC followers or not, but they have MSC World Europa coming. This thing is a beast. It's got that shape like Royal Caribbean Symphony and Wonder of the Seas, where the middle of it's cut out and it's got the inside balconies. They just dropped a
Slide.
video the other night, and I'll tell you what, this thing just screams luxury all over it. The bad part is it's going to Dubai, over Red Sea, that area.
Yeah.
you
So if
know
we
what,
want to start a GoFundMe for our flight,
Yeah,
to
if flights
Dubai.
weren't so expensive, because I found prices and it was like $600-700 for 5 or 6
Yeah,
days.
the cruise is fine. Unfortunately, we cannot swim that far.
Yeah.
We got a Carnival Celebration is coming to Miami in November, and Jubilee is going to Galveston in November of 23. Thank you for that. That was from See the World with Chris.
Okay.
I actually Galveston. I'm interested to hear from people from Galveston because I've been looking at some of those cruises and the prices are great. The itineraries are really good.
Yeah, and I saw.
But I can't find flights super easy into Galveston.
No, for us that's not easy. And I
and
think
that's-
Royal Caribbean's building a huge terminal there now too. So I'm just curious if they're going to send one of their big Berthas down over that way.
I don't know, but their itineraries out of there, and they've got some good 4 days, easy cruises out of there. But I don't know what the best way to fly into there. It's almost like a little bit like of a Port Canaveral, but maybe a little bit farther than even that one, because
Fly
that one's a
into
tough
Houston
one for
and
us.
then drive it. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit longer of a drive for an airport, and it's a little too far for us to drive even all the way.
Yeah.
Orlando was enough for us to drive, and that was fun.
Yeah, Orlando on the 4th of July weekend from Cleveland.
Took to it.
Supposed to be a 14 to 15 hour drive. It took us 20.
Yeah.
Never
With 9
again.
people.
Never again.
And it wasn't even because of the prices. Houston has inexpensive flights. How long is the drive from Houston to Galveston? That's what I was trying to figure out, if there's an easy way of, like, if you've been to Orlando, they have GoPort, which makes it easy.
Yeah.
It's, $20 each way or something like
We
that.
would have had a great video of that to share with everybody. Unfortunately, and this is my advice to you guys too, because we're all learning here, some of us more than others. I left the SD card in the GoPro in the case. It went through the scanner at the airport, and we probably lost, what, 5?
We lost all of
eight
our
videos.
Margaritaville. Oh, so he's saying it's only about a 45-minute drive with no traffic.
traffic.
Well, I need to be looking at Galveston then.
So
Because
that's
that's
$50-$60 Uber ride.
yeah. I'm sure they have like a GoPort or something like that, just like Orlando does. I'm sure there's some kind of transport. I'm gonna look into that. For some reason I thought it was like 2 or 3 hours or something. No, that's awesome. And that he also said they fly if it's over 5 hours, which is a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're from Cleveland, so
Everything's 5 hours.
yeah, and no matter what, I mean, we could go to North Carolina or South Carolina and pick up a Carnival there. That's still
10-12 hour drive.
yeah, that's 10-12 hours.
They've done Uber. Oh, so only $65 with a tip. That's that's nothing.
Okay, so that's what we're
So
paying in Florida
Galveston's
now
on our
anyways,
list.
yeah.
We will be adding that on. Where am I going for work next year?
You're going to
Dallas, I
Dallas.
think so. That's probably not the same.
No, that's up towards the middle of the state, I think. And you know what? To get to the middle of the state from anywhere in Texas is an 8-hour drive.
I don't think I'll be able to get a cruise for the weekend after the work trip.
We could try.
We can try.
Never know.
Never know.
But yeah, flying from here to Miami's 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
2:20.
Yeah.
2 hours and 20 minutes, and usually, like right now, when we're looking at an October cruise right now, and it's that's to Miami. That's actually to Orlando. Got a good deal on that. I think it's $130 a person round trip. So those ones we fly Spirit, Frontier, whatever one you can get cheap for a weekend cruise. We've gotten really good at packing that we don't need a bag. So
Yeah, we don't. Unfortunately, this summer the flights out of Cleveland were absolutely atrocious.
it wasn't the price; it was the time.
It was a 6 p.m. the night before, and at that time we're past the point of being able to drive to make it to get on the ship. So
Yeah. It wouldn't have gotten in until I think 10 o'clock at night, and that's considering no delays. We had 9 people traveling with us. There was no, it wasn't
yeah,
safe.
we
and
weren't
then
going to risk it. It's just
The
you know
only
what?
other flights were I think 2 or 3 days before, so it would have been so much more expensive. Hi, Have Luggage Will Travel just joined us.
What'd they say?
The Gelato Friends.
The Gelato Friends.
Have you guys booked yet? We're looking
Better
October.
be thinking about it here.
Meraviglia, October. I think 13th through the 16th. It's just a weekend. Meraviglia out of Orlando. I will say Meraviglia also has a crepe bar that I will be visiting.
And about 35 flavors of gelato.
And a chocolate place. The chocolate place is... It's not Vinci, but it's all right. Retired and Loving it. They're Louisville to Kentucky. You
Fares are
can
so
relate
high.
flight. Yeah, the flights and everything are so expensive.
Yeah, they probably got Cincinnati's. They're probably their airport, and yeah, it's been tough this year.
MSC will be a 2023 for Have Luggage Will Travel.
Oh, why
Let us
wait?
know. We'll be on them too. So I think we've got a June picked out. June on Seaside.
Is it June or July?
June
June?
25th. Because Gina said she'd be able to be done with softball in time for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of our kids really enjoyed MSC
Too
Divina.
much.
They're hooked. They're talking about it. Where are we going next year? The nice thing is a couple of them kind of mentioned that, hey, maybe instead of Christmas presents this year, we can just start doing a trip. So her and I have been tossing around the idea, and granted, they're all getting a lot older now, and they can pay for themselves.
They can help pay. They can't pay.
They can pay. So we'll see where it goes here. I mean, and nobody got sick. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time.
Well, October is Tony's 18th birthday present. He's already decided that. So we got off the cruise and he's like, well, I'm going to be 18 in September. So
Yeah,
he's already basically told us that his birthday present is a cruise. So I think we're going to do the Meraviglia one for him. He'd love that ship. So that's looking like October. Just a quick one. 3-night.
Yeah, it's got to work out for me with work and stuff like that. But
Well, I'll be going. So
So what else is a hot topic these days here?
that's, yeah, Have Luggage Will Travel. You guys do have a lot of cruises coming up. They've got the group cruise in May, June 23rd and October 23rd. 2023, I'm sorry. They'll be their MSC cruise.
What ship are you guys going on? Do you know yet, or you just kind of looking out ahead a little ways?
They're all good. There's so many new ones.
Well,
Well,
it depends who's here too. I mean,
October next year, you're going to have Seaside, which 10 out of 10. That's honestly still my favorite ship of all
that
time.
was our first cruise, so that one's
Still my
pretty
favorite ship.
special to us. If Davina's here,
No idea yet, just looking and watching. Well,
Yeah.
just let us know. We're happy to
Yeah,
give you opinions.
Unfortunately, in May on the group cruise, we can't go. Number 2's getting married. What, the 20?
Yeah, she's getting married that week, so we would be missing her wedding, and I think she would be a little salty about
I
that.
don't know. Maybe we can. Got another one here. Who's this? Vladimir?
Yep.
Oh, hey, greetings. Glad you
Oh.
could tune in.
Thanks for joining us.
Where are you from?
He's got the Ukraine flag.
Loyal to Royal.
Nice. We have not. We have to admit we've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise. We have got to do that, and it has nothing to do with not liking Royal. Just haven't gotten it yet. Yeah, we probably shouldn't miss. He's Ukrainian.
All right. Hang in there,
Hope
bud.
everyone's safe. Best wishes to your family.
Yes.
That there's a lot still going on there, so we're thinking about you guys very often. It's crazy.
I think.
Yeah, we should not miss the wedding. I think we're partially helping to pay for that
You
too.
know what? After
But-
her first anniversary, she'll forget all about it, and we'll send some pictures. They'll probably be more mad that we went on a cruise than we skipped the wedding. To be honest with you.
No,
No, I think so.
it's kind of a big wedding.
But yeah, back to Royal Caribbean. I think I got my eye on Oasis of the Seas.
Yeah, yeah. The big ones are just so cool. I don't know why we haven't done. We just haven't gotten the right. I don't know. It hasn't been the right deal or the right time or. The June 2023 is Royal out of New Jersey. Oasis of the Seas. Oh,
Oh wow.
if we weren't taking our unless we switched the kids.
Yeah.
That's out of Jersey. That's actually really intriguing. We might have to look into that.
We'd have
We
to
promised
go.
the kids seaside, but that's actually not bad. Jersey would be easy for us too.
Yeah, we'd fly here to.
No, we can't miss the wedding.
Hey,
I
I'm
know.
just stepdad. I can miss it. Friday to Friday.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I wonder how flights are from here to. We'd probably have to go to Newark.
We could drive to Jersey. That's a 12. I mean, past the 5 hours.
That
but,
might be 8.
ooh.
That's not a long flight from here.
Kathy
really.
just got off Oasis in Jersey a couple days ago. I didn't even know Oasis was going out of Jersey.
No, we just saw it down in Port Canaveral
We did.
like a month ago,
Yeah.
around the 4th of July.
That's real. Are they doing? So are they doing the New England cruises right now, or is it still Caribbean? That's what I'd be
They're
interested.
probably
in.
looping down around Bermuda and doing that.
They might be doing. I would love a Bermuda cruise.
But isn't Bermuda one of the places, if you're not vaccinated, you have to stay on the ship?
yes,
Bermuda's one of them. Interesting.
Bermuda is one of them. I think they're allowing you to cruise. But we're going with How We Cruise and Huddle Adventures. That's awesome. We're gonna message me. We might look into that one. We had them all convinced on Seascape, but an Oasis or Seaside, but an Oasis class would be really cool, and that would give us an opportunity to
Yeah, because actually Grace said something about Oasis too.
Port
Was-
Canaveral, Coco Cay, and Nassau. Okay,
And probably two.
well,
and
there's
a half-
not much to do at
2.5
Port
days at
Canaveral,
sea.
but sea days. We have been looking for some sea days, and
Yeah,
Port
our
Canaveral
last-
would be a sea day.
Our
but
last cruise on Divina, we didn't have any sea days, so the kids never got to experience that. but-
they did not enjoy Nassau, so that would probably be Coco Cay. I want to see. That looks fun.
we drove by it.
So he was still sleeping. That's actually a fun story. I think I had pictures of it. I was up early one morning and literally sailed right by it. You could see the ships, you could see the water slides, you could see everything. It's like you could wave to them. It looked
Hey.
really cool.
Cruise Nuts is on. Look at that.
Hey,
Tell
thanks
you
for
what.
joining us.
Oh, I'm actually pretty happy with this. We were really didn't even put it out there. We just decided, hey, let's do a live and randomly talk about a subject here and see what we can come up with. And
See what we can get.
it's
So we're retired and loving it. Their first was Carnival Conquest about 7 years ago, and they want to try Royal as well. Waiting the 2023 and hopefully get to cruise again. Hope so too. I mean, we're getting back, and I mean, I know everyone was really nervous about the prices going up, but they really haven't.
no, they haven't.
We're still catching deals,
Yeah,
catching some good deals. I mean, though, the Seascape in December for an inaugural American sailing is, I think I have it priced out at $1,600 for a balcony with a drink package, which is $1,700, something like that. Not bad at all, considering there's not going to be any promotions or anything like that, excessive sales on an inaugural sailing like that. So, and I even looked at their yacht club was still not unacceptable. I think it was $5,000 for a balcony, which is a lot. I'm not saying it isn't, but for yacht club is just a different type of a thing. Yeah, you're right. Airfare is the big cost for the group cruises in 2023. Yeah, that's our big thing now is, to the Miami. For us, we can fly into Miami really easily. There's a lot of flights out of Cleveland to Miami.
Well, what
Orlando's
was it?
tough.
Who just bought Spirit?
JetBlue. JetBlue bought Spirit.
Because who's the other one that was going to buy him? That backed
Frontier.
out. Frontier backed out. So, yeah, this may be good for us. Hopefully, maybe we can get a hub here in Cleveland with those two airlines. There are Spirit flights out of here just about every morning
3
down
times
to
a day.
Florida.
There's at least 3 flights a day. It's just the times, and then, for in the summer they were actually backing a lot, but they fly down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Excuse me, more than Orlando, which is crazy. Excuse me. You'd think that Orlando would be the big hub, but it's not for us. It's Miami. Fort Lauderdale is a lot easier to get to. It's kind of, I don't know. It is what it is. But when they build that train too in Florida, that's going to make a huge difference for people like us, the out of state, and a lot of us are the not Florida travelers. That railway, I've been watching that Brightline, I think it is. The prices on that are insane, and that'll make it. Because if I can fly into Miami and zoom up to Orlando in an hour or two for $25, I'll do it all day. I
And
don't care.
that's Richard Branson too, isn't it?
I'm not too
Isn't
sure.
he behind that?
I think he might be, but
Guy's
I'm not
gonna
100% sure. I
He's
don't
going to
know.
own most of Florida here in a couple weeks.
There's
Huh?
everything else. Why not? So, yeah, that'll be kind of cool. Thanks. She's gonna get us Amanda to send us information for the June group cruise, 23rd to the 30th. That's actually the same week we were looking at anyway. We were looking at the 25th of June on Seaside. So that actually might be really cool.
Yeah, Richard Branson is building that.
It is Branson. Okay.
Wow.
So I thought he owns. I mean, again, he owns everything else.
He's going to own Florida here one of these
He
days.
can own everything. So
So Oasis out of Jersey.
out of Jersey, that'd be fun. That'd be
Yeah, you're not going to hit the bomb cyclones like you get at the beginning of the year up there. So it
yeah.
actually it might not be too bad.
Well, Jersey is a fun place to be anyway. They've got some good beaches and stuff. Anything for the day before. I spent a week up in Jersey, over in Jersey once when I was a kid.
Don't think I've ever been there.
Beaches, fun things to do. No problem with Jersey. That'd be kind of cool, and it's drivable. Him or Basil's own everything. Yeah. Did you see? There was a TikTok. I think it was yesterday from Captain Kate from Celebrity Beyond, and she had Celebrity Beyond docked right next to Bezos. I think it was Bezos. It was either Bezos or one of their yachts, and hers was hey. I think it was I think it was Bezos or something. She's just like, hey, such and such, just letting you know mine's bigger than yours. Which was really
Yeah,
funny.
you sent me that.
I laughed. It's cool watching Oasis go under the, oh yeah,
That's got to be one tall bridge.
that's cool.
Good Lord.
That's
They probably fill that ship up with water and speed up so it sinks in a little bit and
that's super cool.
just cleared it by an inch.
We might have to. We're gonna have to really consider that one. Now we got to make choices. I don't know. These kids, they're gonna start expecting some stuff out of us.
Yeah, they're old enough to book their own.
Yeah.
But we're fun, so.
They're fun. Well, the soon-to-be married couple decided they're not doing a honeymoon because they want to buy a house, but they are still going to go on family vacation. So their family vacation is also known as their honeymoon. So they want to buy a house so they can have babies, so then we can have to pay the babies to go on cruises now.
Well, I shouldn't say that because we got one coming here in about a month.
Yep. Not one of
No,
ours.
no,
a
not us.
grandchild.
We got our first grandchild coming. We're excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's been interesting. So
It's a reason to take a Disney cruise.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'd like to take a Disney cruise one of these days. Once we get maybe 2 of them.
Well, are we just gonna borrow the babies and go on a Disney cruise?
Absolutely. We're not paying for their parents.
No, why would we do that?
Take the babies. It'll be fine. There's 9 rooms booked for June already. It's going to be a blast. That's actually really cool.
Oh wow.
Well, we can help you with the amount of rooms booked because we have 7 kids. And then boyfriends. And girlfriends and
Husbands.
fiancés and husbands and
A baby.
A baby. What did we do on? We were missing a kid because his girlfriend she's too far. She was past 24 weeks when we did the last cruise, and we booked it before we knew about the baby. So we only had three cabins booked on that
Yeah, we
one.
did 3 cabins.
We only did 3. Originally, we had 5 because we had your mom in one.
And then we had
We
them
had the
too.
other ones, and we had it kind of split up. And then just some circumstances in life, we ended up dropping 2. So we'd probably be back to 5 cabins.
The
for just our
smokestacks
family.
fold down to fit under the bridge. Well,
I've
you know
seen
what?
that.
I hope
That's
so. They.
That's cool. I actually we watched one of the things on Discovery Channel or something
I'm
about
taking
that.
a wild guess. They go out at low tide. Also, I would imagine.
Probably. That's super cool.
Yeah, that makes some good pictures.
That would be.
Could you imagine standing up on the bridge and looking down on that? See
Yeah.
right down in the smokestacks and stuff.
Well, they'd be folded so you wouldn't see down in them.
Probably get a
But that's
free
pretty cool.
cruise if you jump and land on your feet like a cat.
I think that's a good idea. That'd be cool. That's yeah. You got us on. Now you got us thinking.
No, we just got to weigh out the options, and I mean, usually it's not the cruise that gets us; it's the
Getting
flights and getting there. Yeah,
Hotels the day before, all that kind of stuff. It's just
yeah, that hasn't been too terrible.
it's not too terrible. It just gets expensive when you've got multiple rooms. Or I usually try to do suites, and it can be. I mean, we can be looking at $400 or $500 a night when we're paying for it for just the night before on a hotel room. By the time you get the kids in there, and then you got to feed them, and I don't know, people get mad at you when you don't feed your kids. But Carnival has the new celebrity ship. Yeah, our grandkids are 7 and 4 and going to Disney in October. Yeah, lots of dollar signs. One of my coworkers just did Disney for a week. I would it's crazy. Something cool. I've never been there. I would like to go see it. Carnival has the new celebrity ship. Yeah.
That's the sister ship to Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. They
Or
do.
no, did they?
Well,
Didn't
Carnival owns celebrity, right?
they?
Yeah. I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
Wasn't Carnival the one that was taking one of their ships from somebody and they were going to revamp it, make it that Italian style ship?
That was Costa.
That was Costa? Because they were bringing
Or Costa, whatever it is.
2 of them into the Carnival brand, but I think those are all going out on the West Coast, so I don't think
I
anything's
think
coming.
they are doing California. Yeah, hotels are high. We're cruising out of Galveston October 2nd, and their 2 rooms cost us $600 per night. Yeah, we're getting the same thing.
Ouch.
Well, remember when we did Virgin Scarlet Lady? That hotel was we stayed. Granted, I gotta say we stayed at the Intercontinental, which is not a cheap room, but we didn't
Basically
even,
overlooking the port of Miami the whole time.
it wasn't. But we didn't do the port side. We did the riverside, so the also known as cheap side, and that was nearly $400. I think that was $380 or something. I don't know. We got a really good deal on that cruise, so we went a little fancy on the room, or maybe it was $300. I don't know. It was expensive. It was gorgeous though. That you don't do every time, but
Yeah, it was a nice place.
it's beautiful. I'd go there again if I can catch a deal on it. The location was perfect and it was gorgeous. And I mean, we did save on not having to Uber any place, but again, we usually say South Beach. So Oasis of the Seas is going to go out of Galveston. All right.
So that's why they're building that big terminal down
So back to Galveston.
there. They're going to
So
accommodate the bigger ships.
we really got to venture out of Florida, don't we?
Do we? I mean, maybe we want
We got
to
Galveston.
try some different flavors here.
Where does
we
your
might have
cousin
to-
live in Texas?
Dallas.
See, she's gonna be in Houston. Make it easier for us,
Well, give her a call.
right? I don't have any friends in Jersey, but we could make some. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I would like to go out of California sometime too, but again, flights and all that make it so expensive to get out there. 1 hour, that's not bad. I could do that. I wouldn't mind. I would like to sail out of California because they get the whole western side of Mexico, so they get the Riviera and all that, which I'd love to be able to see. You just got to get a good deal on a flight, and that's a long flight. But
It's about 4 hours from here, yeah,
yeah,
at least. Hopefully, no connecting flight. Get a
I'm gonna make a
direct.
pit stop in Vegas. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
He's never been to Vegas.
But you know what though? We've been Western Caribbean the last how many sailings here?
A lot. We could definitely use a new itinerary soon.
We've yet been to Jamaica. We've yet been to Grand Cayman.
Dominican. Yeah. We've done a lot of the same itinerary.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of Mexico.
I'd like
a
to
lot
get back
of
out to the
Bahamas.
Eastern Caribbean here and
Yeah.
check that out.
I want to get down to Turks and Caicos. I want to get to Bermuda. I want to do a Panama Canal someday. That's
And
it.
we're not that old yet.
We don't have to be old.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't. You just need 11 days.
We gotta be retired, so we got time to do all this.
Yeah, it's a longer cruise, but you don't
I'm a
need to be
couple days
retired.
away from that.
Yes. Fun fact, my great-grandfather helped build the Panama Canal, and his name is on one of the locks, because he was the engineer that designed the first lock of the Panama Canal. So that means they should give me a free cruise.
But
I mean-
don't the cruise lines charge you to go through the Panama
I would
Canal?
imagine- I'm sure they do.
So I think your argument would more be
On the port
I
fees.
shouldn't have to pay
The
the
$12
canal
port
fee
fee.
to get through instead of I should get a free cruise out of this.
All of the above.
Yeah, my grandpa too. Let me just go pick out some random name over here on the wall. Yeah, it works.
I
for
guess
me
his
too.
name's actually on a plaque. I don't know. My father was telling me about it. He actually said he would love to do that just because of the history of it. What goes out of Mobile, Alabama? I'm not too sure. If anyone else knows what goes out of Mobile, Alabama, but I have seen some. I think I've seen.
right
is
on
it-
the Mississippi River. I know.
Google says Allure. Who knows? I know I've seen some.
I'm sure Carnival does.
I'm sure. Yeah, Carnival goes out of every place.
They got ships everywhere.
Allure would be cool.
Yeah, because I think you go a little ways up the mouth of the Mississippi River, and then you turn around and then go back out to sea.
I've been seeing a lot out of next year going my first to Greenland out of Jersey. All right,
Is that a fall cruise, Kathy?
probably.
We've been seeing some of them like out of New York and stuff. Actually, my mom,
Yeah, they
my
did
grandma,
Princess.
two of my great aunts, and my great uncle, they took Princess from New York City and went up into Canada, and Greenland. They went in the fall, and some of the pictures they had up there was just absolutely beautiful.
That was a longer cruise too, because they did
That was
they
10
did
days,
Maine and
wasn't it?
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right before COVID, I think.
Carnival has a ship that retires in October out of Mobile right now.
Okay.
Is that Elation?
September on the Jewel of the Seas.
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
So it appears that Kathy's a big Royal Caribbean fan, much like we're MSC fans, and I don't know.
We have to
We're
do Royal.
spoiled by MSC, and it just
There's no reason
it
for
feels
us
difficult
not
to
have been
go
on a
to
Royal.
another cruise line, and
Yeah, but we're also it's kind of hard for us, I think personally, to we're big cruise fans. We know we've never been on a
no,
Royal.
never been on a Royal.
We just got almost as many ships as we've been on one Carnival. And yeah, we're a little too biased to one line. We've really got to venture out
Well,
more.
we did a little bit this year, kind of unexpected.
We
with
did.
Scarlet Lady. That
was
was
Scarlet Lady,
that was
we did a
unexpected.
Carnival.
The Carnival was just
Ecstasy's out of our Mobile. Okay. Scarlet Lady. Yeah, that was. I mean, I'd do Scarlet Lady again. We'll do that as the
big
girls'
Royal
cruise.
because it's easy for me. You know what?
Yeah.
Convenience. I agree.
Well, they have a good loyalty program too. They've got a ton of ships. They've got a lot of good ports. There's nothing negative at all that is keeping us away from Royal. We just haven't booked it.
You know
There's
what, though?
Nothing that has stopped us.
I forgot when I was 20.
You did do a Royal.
I was 22.
You did a Royal. So
It
he's
was-
not the. I'm the bad one.
Here's how old I am now. It was on Grandeur of the Seas, and at that time, Royal Princess was the biggest ship on the seas. We actually docked behind that one in St. Martin. It looked like a big old grocery cart just floating on the water. And you know what? On Grandeur of the Seas at that time, that ship felt huge.
Yeah.
And now it's like a big yacht. You still see it. I actually think that one goes out of New York and goes down around Bermuda and then comes back up. That was one of their big itineraries.
So you're not. Yeah, you're not a. You're not a royal. You're not a royal version. So.
Tell you what though, that lobster night and that midnight buffet with that shrimp bowl was just that
Shrimp
bowl was
bowl.
as big as this table that we're sitting at right now. Oh, it was huge. It was
That
just
sounds
peel and eat
disgusting.
shrimp this big on ice, and you just went, oh my god, it was so
no,
good.
zero interest in that. But
Yeah, waiters were cool. That was a good time.
it's like a Vegas buffet, which you've never been to.
No.
He's never. See, I don't know. We met too late in our lives, I guess. We both were traveled in other ways. I did a lot of Vegas back in the day. I'll give you all the hot spots on that from, it's been
Hot spots,
17 years
considering
ago.
Vegas has been underwater now for the last
Yes.
3 weeks.
There's
It's
nothing
real
hot
hot
anymore.
out there, you know? They're getting their water back because Lake Mead's empty.
But yeah, no, it's been a long time since I've been there even. I'm sure it's changed quite a bit. Don't chew ice.
Well, I mean, reality is with these cruises, we get more bang for our buck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at Davina with the two boys, Tony and Zach. They're 18 and 17. They both eat like field horses, nonstop, all the time. I think by end of the first day, into the second day, they had been to the buffet probably 6 or 7 times. Those two did not stop eating, and they loved it. They got 2 steaks for dinner every night with French fries. The desserts, they love that. I mean,
Yeah.
and to be honest, we couldn't take them two out to a restaurant and feed them for under $200 the way they eat.
So it looks like a lot of these people have only been to not Vegas at all and Vegas only one time. So you're not in the minority.
You know
But
what?
yeah,
I'm not a huge gambler. Do I gamble on the cruise ship? I'll put $20 in, I'll donate it, and go back up to the pool. That's just the way it is sometimes.
Vegas isn't about. I mean, yes, Vegas is about gambling, but there's just so much to see. I mean, some of the shows I've seen and things like that, it's almost, it's obviously it's a different vacation than. Went to Vegas 3 months ago, but prefer to cruise. Oh yeah, I'd still rather cruise.
Absolutely.
I'd still rather cruise over Vegas, but.
Went for
The food, not the gambling. Yeah, exactly. The food, some of the places I've eaten and the shows I've seen, I got to see Celine Dion. I got to see a lot of those really cool things that, kind of the once in a lifetime type things. And the food was great. They do have great shows. I've seen, I think my favorite show in Vegas, and I've seen it twice and it's still there, is at the Bellagio. That's just, there's actually something, I think I've seen some on TV about it, and they actually that cast has a TikTok. That it just when they build an entire stage for one particular show, they can do things that nobody else can do, and it's pretty interesting to see. But yes, it's not like you can't get it all done in 1 week for sure. So you kind of got to pick what you want to do or go off in or whatever. I used to
But you
go a
know
lot,
what, too?
so I've seen a lot.
This place right here behind us, there's a casino there too.
There is.
We didn't go to that.
No, we didn't.
They probably had a cover charge there to get in though.
I doubt it.
It was
Atlantis, you can go.
a
We went
Resort
to
World. That's what it is.
it was
yeah.
Resort World, but Atlantis, we went to the casino. I don't think we gambled, but we were able to walk into the casino at Atlantis. That was before COVID, so I don't know if that's changed.
Wonder what their rule is on wearing bathing suits, because that's about all we had on in Bimini.
In Bimini, yes, not in Atlantis. We were fine. Oh, we saw America Got Talent Top 10. That's pretty cool. That'd be fun. I'd go watch that. The Cirque shows. I've seen a bunch of the Cirque shows.
They
They're-
still have them two guys with the white tigers, and
No, because
the
the tiger ate one of
them.
them. So no.
They got rid of that.
Yeah, that show's been gone ever
That
since
was-
Siegfried Roy. I was actually there the week before it happened. I think it was. Or
Eddie
something.
Lugo Studios, Brooklyn in the house.
Nice.
How's it going, man?
Well, you're close to Jersey,
Thanks
so
for joining us.
we'll have to pop over to see you in Brooklyn before we go to Jersey, because apparently that's a good one. Yeah, you still can go to Atlantis, and they were there in July. So yeah, that's actually that was a pretty casino. That was a pretty place to walk around. That beach right next to it. Was that the Cabbage Beach or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. We went to that beach right next to Atlantis.
Oh, that public beach, yeah.
Yeah.
That was on our first cruise on Seaside. That was, yeah, beautiful beach. But I'll tell you
Beautiful.
what, the people out there, the locals,
We're pushy.
they pushy, heckled you the whole time, tried to get you to buy everything, and it kind of kept you on your toes a little bit,
Yeah.
you know?
We couldn't really relax. I was too afraid of going into the water and losing my passport, which was dumb. I shouldn't have brought my passport. But I was too worried about everything, so a little nervous about that one. But it was an absolutely beautiful beach. Yeah. What else we got going on here? We got ports of calls. We went through COVID. New ships coming out. What else we got going on?
We gotta convince MSC to send World Europa over here.
All right. Or we got to go fund the flights.
Dude,
and
there's
then
no
we'll make
way
a
we're
cool video for
flying
you
to Abu
guys.
Dhabi, man. No way.
One of my old employees used to grow. One of my old employees grew up in Abu
Dubai.
Dhabi. No, she grew up in Abu Dhabi. Dubai is the city next to it.
But MSC is building 2 more of these ships, too.
They are.
One's, I want to say, floated out, and the other one they haven't even cut the keel
Europa
yet.
floated out.
Eureba.
Not
That's the
Eureka,
second
Eureka.
one.
Oh, I don't know.
Europa's like, they're polishing the brass and getting ready to sail that thing soon.
Yeah,
We don't get to
that
see
ship
it.
is gorgeous. Yeah, I honestly, for me, Dubai is a bucket list trip, regardless.
Nah,
So,
I'm still Mediterranean before Dubai.
oh, I went to them all, but that's on my list. I want to see that country so bad, and I think because I gotta hop off. Have a good night, retired and loving it.
Hey,
Thank you for jumping in.
Congratulations on hitting the big 1K mark
Yeah,
here, and
That's huge. Awesome.
that's huge. That's awesome for you guys. We're real happy
Very
for you.
excited.
We're gonna get there.
But it's fun watching everyone else do it. So we know it's possible someday. So that's really cool.
It's an uphill battle. There's no doubt about that.
This takes a long time.
This is turning into a part-time job here.
It is. Still don't get paid, but it's a part-time volunteer position. That's okay. We're not doing it for the money.
No,
We
you
love
know
doing
what?
it.
I'm having fun. We're meeting a lot of people. We're seeing people on cruises that are asking, "What'd you guys do today?" Well, we went up to Sancho's. We went scuba diving. We came back. We ate. We got drunk. We went over here. There's a parade, and their jaws just drop. Well, where'd you find all this? How'd you know to do this? I'm like, oh, here we go. All right, hey, this is what our channel's all about right there. You know,
Yeah.
that light bulb clicked on right now. They're subscribers. I'm sure they'll see this video.
But it's also what I think I love the most about doing this is exactly like situations like tonight where we've learned 3 new cruise ports to go to, different ships coming out, and that's the thing is, we all spend as much time as we can researching things and looking at new ships and whatnot. But you can fall into a hole of like, we love MSC, we wouldn't have figured out all these other ships and places to go and.
No, but you know what? We see ships in port, and we
Yeah.
we gotta give this one a try. We've seen Oasis more than once now,
Yeah.
and
We want to be on that ship.
I see people raving about Oasis all the time. And you go in the research tab on YouTube, and Oasis is a very highly searched ship
Oh yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm sure it'll change next month, like everything else does.
But no, I mean, it's fun being able to talk to different people and where you're coming from, what you're doing, and all of that. So
I'm just shocked. We had 7 people on here. We're still at 6. This is pretty cool, you know.
Yeah,
This
take
is a lot easier than trying to upload a 42-minute video, and I'm screaming at the iPad because I don't have enough storage.
just talked to the boy today about building us a computer.
Yeah, it was so bad last week when I was uploading the video from iMovie, and I didn't have enough storage in the iPad to save it in the library. Somehow I got it to save up to the cloud, which I'm like, okay, I could work with this. I tried airdropping it to myself. My phone wouldn't take it. I airdropped it over to her phone because she's got the huge data plan on her phone. And then she was able to throw it into... I just had a serious brain fart. She was able to upload it from there, and even at that, it took forever for YouTube to get through that one. So, you know, this is why we're going to try the live thing. We're not necessarily going to have something scheduled every Wednesday. They're going to be pretty random because I'm getting busy with work again. She's always busy with work. We got 30 days till the grandbaby gets here, so we're going to be around that. So,
Eddie, what were you asking about with Virgin? I saw Virgin then question mark, but I can't remember what that was about.
not a bad ship.
You complained.
I
liked
did. It's different. I mean, you can't deny it. It's different.
Yeah.
Food's great.
Yeah, you can't. There's nothing like that one. Well, that food was amazing. I don't know. We'll go back and forth on that one for
Yeah, but you know what?
the rest of our marriage, but
The
I
thing
like
is
that
too
ship.
is they're not as affordable as the rest of them are.
they're coming down.
Are they?
They're running a lot of specials now. Yeah, they're getting really in line. It's not going to be 3-day. Is this the live right now?
This is the live.
This is the live right now.
You are getting recognized on our live.
Yep. Yep, we're on live right now. What was I saying? But yeah, no, it's a different cruise line, but I liked it. We'll see. I didn't realize
There's-
we were advertising for MSC right behind us. That was not planned. That was,
It's our backdrop. Come on.
oh,
Everybody else has got them when they do it.
They don't brand them.
No. Well, the thing is this.
It's a clear ship. That's
Yeah,
why
it's-
he's doing it.
We got the piece of glass here, and I just put it up on the box so it could be seen.
Looks like we're sponsoring.
Just-
I mean, we'd be willing to if they want to send us, but we're not quite there yet. We did get invited to go to the Seascape,
inauguration in New York City.
not necessarily the inauguration, the day it's in New York for a ship tour. So we depending on if we are there on the inaugural sailing, that'll depend on what we can do. Oh, that's what. So Eddie he got out and then came back in. We were talking about the same thing. Yeah, we've been kind of skipping around, Eddie. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been back and forth
we don't
here.
follow a script. We're pretty new at this.
People are asking questions and we're answering them, and
Yeah.
we're going back and forth. But yeah, back to
Seascape. They have it's December 11th. It'll be in New York City. I would imagine that I think the naming ceremony is actually that evening, and it'll be Sophia Loren because she's the mother of all the ships for MSC. I don't think we're invited to that. I don't know yet. I haven't got I got the "Can you come?" email.
Well, if we there's plenty of places to hide on board, I'm sure somehow we could
They
sneak in
definitely
there.
won't notice. But we do want to be on the first sailing, and the first sailing's out of Miami on December 11th. So
But that all depends on work and vacation time here, and we should be slowing down at that time of year. We'll see. But yeah, I think worst case scenario, we'll probably go up to New York and go check that out and
yeah.
catch a few videos of that and maybe talk to some people, try to get some interviews or something like that. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be the first time seeing the ship, and
Yeah.
ideally we would like to be
I'd
on
rather
the
be on the
first
sailing.
sailing.
It's a good itinerary.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Puerto Rico. It's I think it's Puerto Rico, Dominican. It might be that loop, the Jamaica. I can't remember.
No,
but
I
it was
doubt it's going to go to Jamaica. Ocean Key will be on there, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. I know it was Puerto Rico. It was a decent itinerary. I know that.
Well, you
And
know
I
what?
think it was a day trip in Puerto Rico, which is nice because the last time we were there was evening, and Puerto Rico is gorgeous.
Yeah, we
I
were
think
there,
that's
from 4 p.m. till midnight or something
Puerto
like
Rico is your port. Puerto Rico's gorgeous. I think, yeah. I absolutely loved that port. We were there in the evening. I think we went like 5 to 10 o'clock at night or something like that. Or 5 to midnight or something. It was really late. And so we loved it. Absolutely loved it. I want to do a day. We actually were looking during COVID, weren't we? Was it Puerto Rico? Yes, because we found a flight or something to Puerto Rico, and we were looking at like Airbnbs for the weekend. Puerto Rico is another port that we've been looking at too, to be able to fly to Puerto Rico, stay the night, head down to Turks and Caicos, and get down to the really southern,
ABC Islands.
yeah, ABC Islands, Turks Caicos, then down to ABC. We're looking at something down there, and it came out of Puerto Rico, and I do that in a heartbeat. Puerto Rico's just absolutely gorgeous. I want to see that one more.
Yeah, I'm sure we will one of these days. You never know.
Some good food.
Well, you want to get into the wrap up here?
Sure. I'm gonna close to an hour. I want to keep you guys on forever.
You know what is first live? I mean, thank you guys for. I'm sure you were just surfing around YouTube because we didn't put it out there that we were going to do this. We just said, hey, let's do it. I've got content for a few more videos here. I'm kind of holding back on them. I'm watching the analytics just like I'm sure you guys do. And when I get below a certain number, we usually drop another video and get it boosted. Our inside tour of MSC Divina has just been non-stop, rocking and rolling the whole time here, and that tends to bring up all the other MSC videos. Follow the same idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Got an alert. Hey, she's got her alert on.
Nice.
Look at that. Our own kids don't even have the alert on. Half of them aren't even subscribed, I don't think.
But yeah, we've got some good stuff coming. We might be doing some more local things a little bit. I think we've talked about it before with like the Parkers and whatnot, about we're really close to Cedar Point, which is a huge roller coaster park in Sandusky, Ohio. Finally got him to go for his first time in 25 years a couple weeks ago. But I want to show that a little bit more. Some of the local things. I mean, we're all from someplace, right? We all have a hometown.
Yeah, that Cedar Point video that you did, it
It
took
did well
off
with
right
a
out
different
of the
audience.
gates
Something
quick.
to
Kind
something a
of
little
fizzled
different.
out, but it still gets watched about every week too. And they've got Hollow
Hollow
weekends coming up
Hollow
here.
weekends
So,
are coming up.
and then I
So-
think we're gonna do. They seem to be catering more towards the finer dining and the barbecues and
finer
stuff
dining,
like that.
but good food. Yeah.
It's better than cheese on a stick. I mean,
I've never been to Cedar Point, to that Cedar Park. Yeah, there's a lot of them now. The one that's not Cleveland. Sandusky is the original. That was the original Cedar Point. Then it created Cedar Fair. It's 152 years old. So I grew up half hour from there. That was our summer. That's what we did. As soon as we were old enough. I mean, when we were kids, we always would go every weekend. Not every weekend. We'd go there at least once or twice a year with our parents. Come high school, once we had cars, we all had season passes. And we lived there. And then I've been a season pass holder for a long time. He isn't into roller coasters. So we've been together for 10 years now. So for the past 10 years, I've been trying to convince him that there's a lot more to do than just roller coasters at the park. So he finally went, agreed it wasn't that bad. Of course, he did ride one roller coaster, and he picked the one that was over 100 years old and then complained that it was bumpy.
my back's still sore from that.
It was a 100-year-old roller coaster. But anyway, so we might be showing some more of that kind of stuff. And that's the fun thing is I like watching everyone else's videos too. Again, we all have a hometown. It's kind of fun to show those too.
Yeah, it's nice to highlight local stuff, no doubt.
You never know when you're going to be in someone else's town and, oh, hey, I saw that there, so.
That's the whole idea of this channel.
Yeah, so we're getting close to an hour now, so
Yeah,
we
we
should
are
probably let you
now.
guys get back to your evening.
The big
So-
question is how do we shut this thing off? Because I have no clue
Probably
what
the
we're
X in
doing
the upper
here.
right-hand
You
corner.
think?
Probably.
Well, hey,
So,
everyone, thank you for
Thank you,
watching.
guys.
I'm glad you joined in and got involved with us here because we probably would have gotten lost after the first 10 minutes. But that's what it's all about. And hey, we'll check out your videos and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.
thanks, guys. Have a good night.